Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Justice League issue number 9, Shazam Origin Part 3. Now, as you know, in the early issues of Justice League featured the origin of Shazam after the end of the Justice League story. And the story itself was adapted for the film Shazam with some alterations. And the premise of the story is simple. You kind of have a troubled kid, Billy Batson, who is kind of relatable, ends up as this kind of angry kid, but after getting powers, ends up becoming Shazam. And the story starts off with Billy being woken up, and Darla saying, "Billy's awake! Hooray! We can eat breakfast! I'm starving. I hope we're having waffles. I thought he was mad at me. Darla doesn't get mad at anyone." And so we kind of see how Mary points out that being angry is a waste of time, and we kind of see how Billy's foster mother Nat gets everyone ready for breakfast in school. I like how Billy says, school? Stick with me and everything will be easy street, Billy." And we kind of see how Freddy points out that he's the sort of intel guy who has every answers, test scores and all that, and offers to give him a family discount. And Billy says, "I don't know how many times I have to tell all of you this. We're not a family. Friends then. I don't need any friends, okay?" And then walks off. We see how one of Freddy's disgruntled customers is angry with one of their sick notes not working. And we kind of see how Freddy gives this charming kind of smile saying, "Tell you what, Jermaine, the next two are on me." So we kind of see that class is finished. We see how, Billy's foster family do try to, open up to him and saying, "Are you going to come with us?" And saying, "No, I have a stop to make. I don't think he likes us, Mary. No one likes the fat kid, Pedro." "Hey, Eugene, you totally blew the curve today. We told you to throw the test. And you kind of got the Briar kids, who are obviously meant to be the rich, spoiled kids who have no guilt in their actions." And we kind of see how Freddy tries to, calm them down, saying that if you needed test answers, I could have been your guy. So we kind of see how they basically treat Freddy, Mary, and all the others like crap. We see how Billy Batson goes in to sort of defend them. And we see how, Mary says, "Thanks, that was amazing." And we see how Billy says, it's no big deal, alright? I don't like bullies." And this is the point where you can tell the principal knows the truth about Billy Batson, that all of his transfers from papers from school aren't good. And this is a moment you can tell Billy's foster father realizes that something's not right. And we kind of see how the kid's father, Mr. Briar, is meant to be a sort of school donator, and it's clear he's playing the whole Mr. Nice Guy thing to sort of show no hard feelings. And we kind of see how Billy's principal says, "We will, Mr. Briar, certainly will. Or Billy Batson won't be a student at Fawcett High." So we kind of see how Billy points out that they started it, and you can kind of tell Billy's foster father does try to say, "Look, you shouldn't have done it, you shouldn't get into fights." And I get it that he's trying to say, "Look, just don't do it again." But to be fair, if someone's getting into a fight with you, of course you're not going to go into back up. And sometimes, if they're asking for it, you're not really going to go easy on them. So we see how Billy confronts their father and says, "Your brats better stop bothering people or I'm going to shove those silver spoons down their throats. That's a promise." And we see how Mr. Briar threatens Billy and the kids are basically encouraging it. So you can kind of tell Mr. Briar acts all nice and kind, but when he's alone, he acts like his true self. And we kind of see how Billy's foster father says, "You let Billy go right now. How dare you threaten a kid like that? Keep your burger bones in their place. So after this, we see how Billy says, let's just go, and they head back in their station wagon. We see how near the tombs of Black Adam, we see how Dr. Savannah's let it know they found Black Adam's tomb, with Dr. Savannah saying, at last. So we kind of see how they unearth the tomb, and as soon as Dr. Savannah opens it, he ends up being touched with the magic and saying, I can see magic. And this is the story. So I think the story is not too bad. Again, Billy works as a character in his origin because put yourself in Billy's shoes. Imagine being thrown away like garbage and those that you expect to help you give up on you. You would not be okay. And I think at the same time, we could have had a scene with Billy apologising to Darla to show that he does regret his actions, and I think him defending his family against the bullies does work. Again, if someone's picking on someone, you're not really going to stand by and let it happen. So once again, this story deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.